Well, there's been a real upsurge in interest in Africa. People don't see it as a frontier anymore. And there's a certain feeling of excitement, I think, among many of our clients about that. And we want to help them to make good investment decisions.
In 2030, half of the population will live in cities in Africa, and that's a major challenge, of course, for local authorities, civil servants and public governance, but also for business.
People are investing for the long term, and in the long term, you can see some serious, really important demographic shifts, and at the same time you start to generate significant wealth as consumer industries take off, rather than simply African economies being all about commodities, natural resources, etc., that perhaps don't benefit the local populations in terms of jobs and therefore don't create wealth to the same extent.
The first finding for PwC in this survey is that the ranking of cities, if you benchmark it with the ranking of countries, is different, and the attractivity of the cities is sometimes stronger than the country itself. These cities which are performing well have succeeded the challenge of diversifying their economy and creating an ecosystem for the middle class to grow.
There are opportunities everywhere in all the 20 cities that we considered, but the opportunities are of a different nature. So in the same way as some of the North African cities have got established levels of development and wealth, we also found that some of those cities in Western East Africa hold more, perhaps, opportunity for the future and have stronger growth rates.
Some cities among the 20s we were looking at are becoming regional hubs with an influence that goes beyond their own borders and the country they are located in. You got cities like Abidjan becoming a hub for Western Africa. You got Casablanca becoming a hub for not only North Africa but also Western Africa. These are platforms for business, and they have an ability to provide a reach for investors which goes beyond the country they are operating in.
When investors come to a city, they will want to rely on a number of factors. What will they find in terms of the quality of experience as an investment destination? Part of that will be the infrastructure that people use on a day-to-day basis. How good is the technology? Can I get Wi-Fi in the hotels? Can I get broadband? Fundamentally as well, how developed is the human capital of the population? So it's the level of education and skills training that makes people ready to do jobs, really important for anyone setting up a business in a city, and also other factors such as health.
We consider that one of the key variables is the importance of the middle class. It offers a lot of opportunities for consumption and to sell products, solutions, services. There is a buying power there, and of course that's very relevant for investors. But also it's a factor of stability. It is a middle class which is more demanding for local authorities, and therefore it is creating a virtuous circle in order to improve the governance of these cities.
Well, Cairo came first in the survey overall, and I think that reflects its longevity as a successful city. It's been around for a long time. Its infrastructure is good by comparison to most African countries, and it also has very strong economics overall.
Some cities that are some kind of hidden gems, cities like those ones are highlighted in this report because they combine some multiple factors like the growth of middle class, the ability to attract FDIs. They have done some progress on the ease of doing business, and this is of course helping them to get a better attractivity overall.
Looking at the other end of the table towards the bottom, a number of the cities there very much associated with what some people refer to as gold rush economies, because people have gone there specifically for natural resources, and those are often vulnerable to commodity prices. But I think the reason why some of those countries then fall and the cities in them fall towards the bottom is often then that the result of a commodity-based economy, it takes longer for the middle class to develop, to start spending money on consumer products and generating a much more sustainable, wealthy and healthy city. At PwC, we talk about 5 key megatrends driving the future. And really, in Africa, you can see those megatrends colliding and really multiplying, essentially feeding each other.
Well, PwC as a firm has a huge footprint in Africa with 9,000 people over the continent serving our clients in 34 countries with a mix and a right combination between international expertise and the African know-how and the understanding of the African culture, which is a key to do business in Africa.
Africa and its cities are very much at a crossroads now, but it's a real time of opportunity. And I think the challenge for politicians, for city officials, is to shape their city in such a way that they can take advantage of those opportunities, whether that be investing in infrastructure or human capital. They need to attract in business and enable their own domestic entrepreneurs to flourish too. And there's much that can be done, and I hope this report will help people identify some of the things that they can do differently.